browser sends a request and gets a response from a server. Note, the server does not send out anything without a request. So the server will send the response only and only if the client sends a request to the server. Then the next is various markup languages. Suppose we have a document containing only plain text. We tag certain parts of the document to indicate what they are and how they should be formatting. This procedure is called marking up the document. I can repeat it again, that we tag certain parts of the document to indicate what they are actually and how they should be formatted. So this procedure is called marking up the document. The tags are usually paired. For example, I have written here title tag, and within that I have written my memories. Then the title tag is closed. The backslash on the second title, it shows that the title tag has been closed by the user. A pair of tag plus their content constitutes an element. Unpaired tags are called empty tags. Whenever you work in HTML, they work in a paired manner. You will open a tag, then you will be closing that tag also. But there are certain tags which are called empty tags because they are not in pairs. Physical versus semantic markup. Physical markup refers to appearance or style on the page, and semantic markup refers to structure and meaning. So by using physical markup, you can control the appearance of the text on the page, and by using semantic markup you can control the structure and meaning which is being displayed of the text which is being displayed on the web page. HTML is hypertext markup language. It is based on SGML, which is standard generalized markup language, that is more complex as compared to HTML. HTML has a fixed set of tags but is constantly evolving, but newer versions are downward compatible. HTML places primary emphasis on structure, that means paragraphs, headings, lists, images, links, all these things are available in HTML in wide variety. You can design your paragraphs, you can have various types of headings, you can have a number of types of lists, images and links on your web pages. HTML places secondary emphasis on style. Then the next thing which is important in HTML is simply style, which is CSS. There are a number of style sheets available in HTML. CSS stands for cascading style sheets. You can format your font which is being displayed on your web page, and moreover you can format the colors of your web pages as well. So all these things are available in CSS. HTML does not label the meaning of the text, that is, it is done by XML. It stands for extensible markup language. You can design your own tags in XML. So these are the various markup languages. This is the basic document in HTML, how you can write. You can write every document should start with the following line: HTML head, title. After that you can write your title of your web page. There are 3 required elements defined by the tags. First is HTML, then head, then body. You need to include all the 3 in your web page whenever you are designing a HTML page. Then the next is basic structure elements whenever you are designing HTML page, first and last tags. Then the next is the head section. It must come before the body section. First of all, you would be having the HTML tag, then you can have the title tag. You can specify the title of your web page. After that comes the head section. It must come before the body section because the body section contains the body of your web page. It contains generic information about the document. As you can put your various headings on your simple. If we talk about copies, by putting heading you can differentiate between different types of paging. In similar manner, you can differentiate between different web pages also by putting a head section in each HTML page. These elements specified in the head section can include title, link, script and style. So these are the things which can be present in the head section of a HTML page. Next comes the body section. It contains the content of the document. It may include text or images, etc. This content is structured by other tags also. So first of all, there is the HTML tag, then you can have the title tag. After that comes the head section. It includes title, link or script or style. Then comes the body section. It contains the content of your document. It may be text, images, etc. And this content is structured by other tags also. Then the next is block element. What are the block element basically? Block elements define sections of text usually preceded by a blank line. For example, first is P, that stands for paragraph, this tag. Then the next is H1, H1, H6. These are various types of headings available in your web pages. And whenever you are you want to format your font which is present in your web page, then you can use any of these headings. Each heading type contains the various different type of size of your font. Then the next is pre. It stands for preserve. That means original format will be preserved of your web page. Then the next is block quote. It contains indented text. Then the next is division. It used to identify a section of the document that may be subject to special formatting, for example using style sheet. So these are all our block elements. Then the next is element relationships. What is the type of relationship in between different type of elements? The elements marked by tags form a hierarchy. The root element is HTML, which is marked by HTML, and the end tag, that means the last tag of your web page, is also HTML, which is closed by a backslash. It usually has two children, that is head and body. Each of these are further subdivided. There are rules for which elements can contain other elements. Headers cannot contain headers. Elements must not overlap each other. We cannot have first of all heading, then after that you cannot have anchor tag. We can have H1 then anchor tag, then you will have to close the anchor tag first, then you will close the H1. That means heading tag. Then the next are proxy servers. You must be familiar with the term. This is used in order to provide security to your various web pages that we use over the internet. A proxy server is a server that acts as an intermediary for requests from clients seeking resources from other servers. A client connects to proxy server requesting some service. The proxy server evaluates the request according to its filtering rules. If request is validated by filter, it provides the resource. So what is the proxy server basically? It is an intermediary between the client and the server. Whenever a client wants to access some service, it will connect to the proxy server. Then the proxy server will evaluate the request which is sent by the client according to its filtering rules. Then if the request is validated by the filter, then only it will provide the resource to the client. So what can we say? It is that proxy servers are part of an overall firewall strategy which is used to make your web pages or World Wide Web more secure from miscellaneous data. It sits between the local network and the external network. For example, if we are talking about an organization and outer network, originally it was used primarily as a caching strategy to minimize outgoing URL requests and increased perceived browser performance. The primary mission is now to ensure anonymity of internal users, still used for caching of frequently requested files, also used for content filtering, acts as a go-between submitting your request to the external network. Requests are translated from your IP address to the proxy's IP address. Then email addresses of internet users are removed from request headers. it can cause an actual break in the flow of communication. What are the security advantages of proxy servers? There are numerous advantages of using proxy server. First of all, it terminates the TCP connection before relaying to the target host it in and out. It hides the internal clients from external networks. That means your identity will be hidden. Blocking of dangerous URLs. It finds out that URLs which are dangerous, they will be blocked over the network. Then it will filter dangerous content also. That means the miscellaneous or intruding information which is available, which is present on the various websites, that would be filtered by the proxy server. Then check consistency of retrieved content. It will be checking the consistency of the content which is being retrieved by the user. Then the last is, it will eliminate need for transport layer routing between network. It will simply eliminate the need for the transport layer to route between the various networks. Single point of access, control and logging. All you have to do is putting a proxy server between client and the between the internal clients and outside hosts, outside clients or networks. Then there would be a single point of access for all, then single point of control and single point of logging. By this you can say that your overall organization or overall network will be centralized. What are the proxy liabilities? Single point of failure. If the proxy dies, no one can get to the external network. So this is the major disadvantage of using a proxy server, because if the proxy will be failed, then nobody will be able to get to the external network. Client software must usually be designed to use a proxy. So if you are having a proxy server in your network, then you will have to design all the client softwares to use the proxy server. Proxies must exist for each service. You must be having proxy servers for each of the service which is being provided by your network. It doesn't protect the operating system because they run at the application level. So this is also a big disadvantage of proxies. Usually they are optimized for performance rather than security. WinGate was installed to be easy to configure, opened a WinSock proxy to the external interface, which lets hacker essentially hijack the machine. It creates a service bottleneck as well, solved via parallelism, more proxies and load balance. Then the next is, what are the search engines? Search, it means computing to examine a computer file, disk, database or network for particular information. Engine, something that supplies the driving force or energy to a movement, system or trend. Search engine, a computer program that searches the particular keywords and returns a list of documents in which they are found. Definition of search engine, they do not search only for keywords, some search for other stuff as well. Searching differences, substantial differences among search engines on searching retrieval display. Need not to know how they work and differ in the respect to searching a query, searching of phrases, case sensitivity, categories, searching of different labels, formats, type of resources, display options, personalization options, etc. There are various limitations regarding coverage, search capabilities, quality information. Some have compromised search with economics as well, but search engines are also many times victim of spam indexing, which is affecting what is included and how it is ranked. That's all for today's lecture. Thank you very much.